Alright guys, plumbing's almost done here. Well, it's all done for this system. I just need to do this other system, but got all that done. Look at that. Rat's nest going on there. It's a lot of PVC. I think it's like, how many did I buy? 120 plus another 10. I got two. So that's like 200 foot of white PVC, 2-inch, schedule 40. Then I think I finished out with like let's just take a look. Got 160 feet. Got 3 left. So 130 feet. Not much scrap at all. 130 foot of schedule 80. So basically I've got my rock in, as you guys know. Well, maybe haven't released that video yet, but water's cleared up a lot. It's still a little hazy. Still a little bit hazy, so we're gonna probably run some carbon, and then I cleaned up my 2 old skimmers. Acid wash those today. So I'm gonna throw those online tomorrow. Added a ton of new acid wash rock, or I should say old acid washed rock. It's old rock. Stuff I had been in a bin for years. Spicani in there, a bunch of old Reef Saver rock and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the different islands like I had said, like I was gonna do. The flow is just crazy in this thing. It's like a whitewater rapid. And I built like islands here of the other rock in the second chamber. And basically the water's moving so rapid that it holds up my water. So it's real high down here. And then it tapers down like a darn river down in here, and then gets super low for the pump chamber. So had to mess with that a little bit. I think I got it all worked out. Not a lot of micro bubbles from what I can see in the tank with a flashlight. I feel like it's pretty good, but we'll see when the reef tank lights get on. You know, they're a lot brighter and stuff. But so right now, the reason I'm making this video is I'm setting my level for the sump. So I have all the pumps off, everything's off, everything's drained of what it's going to drain in the pipes and everything. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm going to get this sump to the level that I want it at, which is very close. I'm basically going to get this water level up to here. This bracing's 1 inch. And then the top's 1 inch. So that gives me 2-inch wiggle room in case, you know, I don't know. I mean, if one of those check valves stick, it's obviously going to overflow, but they shouldn't. And with the generators, it kicks on within 30 seconds. So hopefully I won't have a bunch of check valves stick and back siphon 2 inches worth of this sump to overflow it in the 30 seconds. That's my theory anyway. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm basically setting my level, so I'm gonna fill it all the way up to where I want my top mark when everything shuts down, if the power goes down. And once I hit that mark, I'll go ahead and kick everything on, and then I'll probably mark it. This is just way too turbulent right here, like this area. So I'm not gonna be able to run my auto top off in this area. It's too much. So I'll basically come down here where the calmest part of the sump is, on the lowest, calmest part, and then I'm gonna draw a line with a permanent marker. So that way, whenever I get my apex set up, I'll go ahead and put my auto top off right at that line. So it should stay there at all times. So anyway, yeah, I just want to make a quick video, just show you guys, you know, how to set your sump. That's basically what I do. I just turn off all the flow. All the tanks are filled, they've been running. So you turn off all the pumps, all the flow, everything. That's what I'm doing. I'm filling it up. A little more RO water there. Salinity's a little low right now because I just did the last system. Just tap that in, back in there. So I'm gonna add 2 more buckets of salt, and we should be very close to 1.025. We'll see. I had it at 1.025 earlier, and then tapped in these. So anyway, got all the rock. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot of rock. That's a ton of rock. Several hundred pounds. So I don't have much in this one. I'm gonna take out this section here and put it in here. And this is just going to be fish for right now, no coral, so it'll be fine. That'll seed all this, and we should be good by the time I add corals. So got some of it plumbed. I just need to finish it out. I just wanted to really get this done because I need to start hanging lights. We got to get this project wrapped up. As soon as I get this water clear, corals are coming in, and I've already got a lot of the other house painted and the inside. Exterior's coming, and a lot of, probably finish most of the interior this next weekend. So it's time for the farm to wrap up, get it moved so I can start breaking everything down, get it painted, and sell this house. So bad market, but we're going to price it competitive. We need to get out from under it. You know, might as well. No need to be going 2 hours away all the time. So anyway, this video was just supposed to be on how to level the sump, but it turned into a lot of talking again. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We got all those, it's like a rat's nest. It's a lot of pipe. I don't have bags on the last two, but it's 12 filter bags. I don't do the felt. It's just all mesh. And then my skimmers will go right here. I got to build the platform for it. And these are just temporary skimmers. I got bigger ones. Those are just ones that I had, you know, chilling. So get those going, we'll skim, and then when I get the first system broke down, I'll take one of the bigger reef octopus, throw it in here, and just kind of try to balance. I'm being cheap. I don't want to spend the $1,700 or whatever on another skimmer when I have enough skimmers. Running into that with the Apex 2. I did have an extra head unit, which was good, but I was trying to figure out how to run my internet because I want a hard connection, a wired connection down here. So basically about 150 feet of Ethernet, found a cavity up in the attic that leads through into the second story cavity, so I can run it all the way to our office where all the internet is, and then I'll just basically run another router to this farm. So hopefully, you know, all my, well, the GHL doser will be hardwired, Apexes will be hardwired, but all of my Gyre wave pumps, the cloud editions, will be Wi-Fi. And there's some other little Wi-Fi stuff, so hopefully I'll get all that worked out to where I got good control, because that was one of the things in the last build. The Wi-Fi was not great. I did have the Apexes hardwired, but GHL was not, and neither of the pumps. And the pumps all lost connection, pretty much. So hopefully that'll change, so I got a little bit more control in here, even though I don't need to change it all the time. I just, you know, it's nice to be able to, if you want to, have a little control. So I still have a lot of like on the plumbing, I got to do brackets that run across wooden, and then they'll mount to that upper piece of pipe to keep everything level. I just put up those temporary. There's a few things I still need to do, but it's running, you know, everything's running. I'm gonna mount all the lights tomorrow, hopefully. I say, oh, I'm gonna mount all the lights. You guys know it's a pain in the butt. But hopefully I can get a groove down and mount 6 tanks worth of LEDs and T5s. We'll see. That's my goal. I'm gonna set it and we'll see how far I get. But basically tomorrow's that, and I did make one test for the coral mounts, which I was a little nervous about it, but honestly I just got heavy duty PVC glue and I put a nice big fat dab, and then when I laid down my PVC, I kind of like scraped the dab to where it got more in the middle, and I tried to break it and this thing's solid. I let it sit overnight and it's solid. So all I gotta do is sand the tops and cut, you know, I gotta sand 800 of these for my corals, and then cut 800 of these and then glue them all together. So we'll see. I'm not quite ready to move the corals, but I need to get them moved. But honestly, the tanks are just a little hazy anyway, so I may just wait just a little longer. I think it really needs to be skimmed, you know. I cleaned the whole sump out, cleaned all the walls of the aquariums. I think it needs to be skimmed, maybe a little carbon. I don't really think it's cycling anymore. I just think it's sediment in the water, you know. It could have a touch of ammonia still. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. I'm just kind of gonna see what happens here. Throw on the skimmers, throw a little carbon, see if I can get it crystal clear. And if it does, then I'll probably throw some testers in. But like I said, I'm not really ready. I need to get all the lights hung on timers, all these little platforms made, you know, all that good stuff. And I should get that system plumbed up and running also, just because, even though it's gonna have basically 2 tangs, but it needs to be done, you know. I need to be done, like electrical. I still got a few outlets I gotta run underneath the the skimmers and the wave pumps. So that's another thing. Just a few little things I need to tackle. But I wanted to get all the plumbing done for this, which I finally got done. There was a few days that I got tied up doing other projects, but we should be back on track. It's kind of messy in here. I need to get it done. Anyway, guys, just a little update. Stay tuned. We should have some corals in soon. Peace. All right, guys. Got the sump set. Put my line down there. A little bit of gunk. I need to clean it another time, but look how much that's flowing. Holy moly. It's crazy. That thing's flowing like a river. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's flowing. Go from here to where it looks like hardly anything to that turbulent water. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Earlier, I had a whole mound of rocks just like from the flow. I mean, look at that. But yeah, it's set right. It's good. I like it. It's not too low. It's it's about perfect. I really like it. Honestly, earlier it was too much. It's calmed down a lot, raising it that 2 inches or whatever. So yeah, this is it. She flowing. Peace.